What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Jay Shy back again with another video. And this video, I got to get some stuff off my chest because I'm just tired. Like a lot of NBA fans. And I ain't talking about all NBA fans. I'm talking about the savants. The ones that can see the game different than the common fan, the casual fan, the LeBron fan, the bias fan. And you're going to see, and I'm going to break down some things to let you know what the NBA is doing. And I'm going to get a little deep. So this video may not be for everybody, but it's only going to make sense to those savants that know basketball, that understands what they're seeing, that knows the business, that knows how the cap space work and everything else. Like, even though I'm not talking about the cap, I'm just saying it's fans out there that think they know basketball because they follow the game. But some don't think beyond the layers. Some don't see what we see. And it's all because we paid attention to the game that we loved. And we watched. We either played. I'm not saying that you had to play at a high level in the NBA, college, but you played at a high level. I don't care if it was your neighborhood and it was the best players and whatever. I don't care if it was high school ball. I don't care if it was junior college. You played at a high level. And even some of those players don't see what we see. But some do, because they paid attention to the history of the game. They done watched enough basketball to know what's a good team, what's a bad team, why this team really lost. Where the NBA might make you think that a team lost because they shot a poor field goal percentage. But when you really pull back, you ask yourself, why did they shoot a poor field goal percentage? And there's reasons behind it. Why does this team have players that hasn't been good, but now they're all on one team and now they're good? You know who's a real superstar versus who's fake, who gets the help, who has the media backing, who's liked, who's not liked. Who's proving it on the court, who's not proving it on the court, who's making big shots in key moments, who's stat padding, who has impactful points. Like, the savants see it. The casuals don't. The savants remember what took place in certain games, in certain years. The casuals can't remember past what took place last week, unless they're being brainwashed by other casual fans on social media, or they're being brainwashed by the mainstream media. There's only certain people I listen to. And I don't listen to nobody in mainstream media. But I could listen to them and I could filter out the good and the bad, the BS, the truth and the lies. Where a casual fan can't filter that out. They don't know what's the good, what's the bad, what's the truth, because it ain't matching. A savant knows about basketball math. And if the math ain't adding up, then it ain't, there's no truth to it. And I ain't talking about the stats. There's certain basketball math that you should understand. And I'm going to break some of it down. Like, My boy Jermaine is a savant. I remember one time he was talking about the Lakers. How the Lakers, and he said in a particular game, and this is part of basketball math, peep the game. The Lakers lost by 20 points, right? They lost by 20 points. But they had 15 more free throws. And I'm talking about the Lakers probably shot 30, 35 free throws. And the team that beat them by 20 only shot 20. So how do a team that's losing by 20 shoot 15 more free throws than the team that they getting beat by 20? On top of shooting 35 free throws. See, the math don't add up. You rarely see a team, and you could go back and look at the box scores on any game, not even Lakers, just any game. Teams that's losing don't normally shoot more free throws than the team that's winning. And I ain't talking about that won the game by 2 or 3 points. I'm talking about beat the team by 15, 20 points. You ain't gonna never see a team, a bad team on top of that. It's not like it was the Lakers and they was a good team, because the Lakers ain't had a good team since the young core. Before LeBron came there. That's the best team the Lakers done had, because all these other teams that y'all been seeing the Lakers when they had winning, that's an illusion. That's what the league fed you. Now, I say that the league is rigged for this dude. Some people may not see it. Some people do see it. The savants see it. They see it clearly. Because you can watch a game and see where they're wrong. And they've been helping this dude every single Laker game. And I'm going to break it down. But I wanted y'all to see a clip of a fellow savant. He goes by Carcino for Life. That's his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. He breaks basketball down, but he's very informative on a whole lot of different topics. I'm not saying that all savants agree on everything. No, we may disagree, but when a savant hears another savant, even if they're disagreeing, they still respect that savant because they know that savant knows what he's talking about. Because they could honestly, actually break stuff down on a different level. They peel back the layers. They peel back the layers of what is being talked about. Like, let me tell you. Okay, so real savants, and I'll just give you like a quick example. Savant was a casual fan will say, well, Jordan lost in the playoffs before Pippen, or Jordan lost to the Celtics. But a savant will say, hold up, yeah, he lost, but he wasn't expected to win. That Celtic team was one of the greatest teams of all time. The Bulls was an 8th seed. When have we seen a whole lot of 8 seeds beat the number 1 seed? Especially that team that did not lose at home all year long. Or maybe they lost one game. I'm not sure. So who expected an 8th seeded Michael Jordan team to beat that Bulls team? Casuals will say, yeah, Michael Jordan lost. And it's like, nah, he didn't really. Michael Jordan didn't lose games where he was the favorite to win. Let that sink in. See, that's what savants, We think on a whole different level. See, Michael never lost games that he was favored to win. And you can almost say the same thing with Kobe. When Kobe had his team, if he was the favorite to win, they normally won. When they wasn't favored to win, yeah, he still might make it. He's still going to get the best out of his teammates, and they're going to make it a series. But I don't recall a Laker team that was the favorite, even when they lost to the Dallas Mavericks that ended up winning the championship. Lakers wasn't the favorite. When they played against Boston in the finals, the Lakers wasn't the favorite. Boston was. So when Kobe had his team, then Kobe didn't lose. When he was the favorite, not the underdog. Because even when he had underdog teams, he'll take a team that didn't have no talent or very little and go 7 games versus the Suns. He'll win a first round matchup that he wasn't expecting to win. So savants, NBA savants, we see the game a little bit different because we actually think what was the history, who's who, and where they came from, and what made a person great versus what the media want to tell you what makes a person great. But I'm going to show you this video, this reaction of Carcino. And the same reaction that he had is the same reaction I had watching the Lakers play against the Clippers last night.
That was twice this G-Man's game. They trying to cheat for these bastards because they done. They done. Boom. And they sitting there cheating for these bastards the whole goddamn game. It don't make no sense. Gets on my damn nerves. Damn team can't run no plays, so they gotta sit there and cheat the Clippers. That's what we gotta watch now because this bum king can perform. He get ripped up and D'd up. They gotta bail him out with calls. That's twice they gave these bums the ball back. Each time. Sick of this.
So that's the reaction I had to watching that game. Now, some might say, well, Carcino ain't a Laker fan. Well, I'm a Laker fan. I grew up a Laker fan my whole life. But ever since they signed LeBron on the team, I haven't been a Laker fan. But let me go ahead and make it clear. When he first came onto the team, I was just like any other fan. I didn't like it. But then after a couple months went away, I started thinking to myself, and I said, you know what? I'm going to give this dude a chance. I'm going to give him a chance. And I'm going to make a video about that first year and what I believe actually took place. But when I seen that first year, I had to stop being a fan. And it was other reasons. And like I said, I'm going to save it for another video. And but after that, I was like, I can't be a fan of this team. On top of that, the fan base was very, they was very nasty. They was very toxic. And Laker fans was never really toxic to one another. But once this dude got to this team, and a lot of it was probably LeBron Laker fans, you start hearing Laker fans talking about, oh, they didn't really like Kobe. Huh? What? What Laker fan did not like Kobe? I understand it was a Kobe versus Shaq at one point when it came to Laker fans, but that's here and there. I don't even want to go. That's all going to come in a different video. But let me get back on track. So last night's game, I done made a video that you can look up on the Behind the Bench Sports Network YouTube page, and I talked about what the NBA is doing to cheat for the Lakers. But they're also doing this, and when I made my videos, I always do it from the top of the dome, right? And I forgot about this. And this is what the NBA has been doing. See, if you're a real savant of the team, you could witness that this team doesn't hold any talent. None at all. See, a real savant noticed that, oh, okay, they got Prince, they got Cam Reddish, they got Vanderbilt. These cats came from other teams and wasn't really getting significant minutes. Matter of fact, they wasn't even the 6th or 7th man coming off the bench. They was more like the 8th and 9th man. And even if they did get some minutes, it's because that team didn't have talent also. But they wasn't allowed to get away with what they're able to get away with the Lakers. So that right there shows you who they really are. If you paid attention, if you really watch the league and know where these players is coming from before they get to the Lakers. And it's been like this since this dude been on the team. And that's one of the reasons why I had to stop watching them. It's because I felt like they're literally cheating for the Lakers. And I'm from an era where cheating is not cool, even if it is for your own damn team. I can't accept it because it don't feel like a natural win. It feels like something given to you. And I'd rather lose with integrity than stick my chest out knowing that the team was handed a win. There's so many people out there, and maybe it's because it's a generation that grew up playing video games and that's all they know is cheating, and they want to feel like they're good, and if you cheat and you win, so what? You're the best cheater. I guess that's the way they look at it. But I also noticed since the bubble, the Lakers haven't beat the Clippers until earlier, the first game they played this season. And I'm going to break that game down. I'm going to break it down real quick. Let me tell you what took place in that game so y'all can see where I'm going. So, but hold on, before I even get there, this is what the league is doing to help the Lakers. They was helping Lakers with free throws, right? And they was getting the other team's best players in foul trouble. And then they was giving free throws to Laker players that ain't deserving of getting that amount of free throws a game. For instance, they would give Austin Reeves 8, 9, 10, 11 free throws a night. It seemed like when it was teams that they wanted the Lakers to beat, to market them, to make it seem like they're still they're going through a rough stretch, but there's still a team that could play with any team. Even though, and that's what they did last night, the Lakers been losing games, but they wanted to show people when the Lakers is clicking on all cylinders, supposedly, they could play with any team. But what the league ain't, what casual fans is not seeing is what us savants is seeing. See, they allow the Lakers to play aggressive defense. Let's go ahead. Let me break it down. Let me break down some of this Lakers lineup. AD, he's a great help side defender, weak side defender. Only savants really know what that means. Casual fans, y'all, I'm not going to break that down. We all know that Taurean Prince he's not really a good defender. He could score. He's kind of inconsistent. But the reason why he ain't never been able to crack a starting lineup is because he's not great defensively. But for some reason, he's able to crack the starting lineup with the Los Angeles Lakers since the start of the season. We all know LeBron James don't play no lick of defense. He saves most of his energy on the offensive end. LeBron James ain't played no defense since probably the first year in Cleveland. His return back to Cleveland. Then you have Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves came from the G League. The reason why any player that's in the G League that can't make it to the NBA is because they can't play defense or they're not great scorers. They're good. They're better than you if they played against you in a YMCA gym, a 24-hour fitness gym. They'll destroy you, right? But for the league, they're not on that level. Okay. Then you got D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell ain't never been known for being a defensive player. You got Jared Vanderbilt. He's put out there as a defensive player, but on other teams, he gets in foul trouble. On the Lakers, he really don't get in foul trouble. But I'm going to explain all this. Then you have Quentin Woods. Had some potential when he was in Houston, but wasn't really coachable. And that's why he ain't been able to stick from Houston to Dallas. And he's not really known for being a defender. So when you look at the Lakers team, they literally are playing with Jared Vanderbilt, Taurean Prince in their starting lineup because they got to keep Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell on the bench to give them some firepower off the bench. See, they've been tinkering, Ham been tinkering with the lineup, and they're kind of in a lose-lose situation because if they put the firepower in the starting lineup, then they don't have, when players is getting tired, they don't got nobody in the second unit that could carry a team or even give you a consistent 13 points a night. So it's like, okay, we got to keep two of our best scorers, which is LeBron averaging 25, AD averaging 25, Russell averaging 15, Austin Reeves averaging 15. And that should be enough, right? But it's still, when you got AD and LeBron, but they don't impose their will on nobody. They get their stats. And then occasionally, once out of every 5 games, AD will impose his will. But he ain't the same player that he used to be. But it's easy when the Lakers don't get called for free throws. For personal fouls. So, like I said, this is where the league is changing the game for the Lakers. Now, in that first meeting versus the Clippers, Paul George, he had 6 fouls, 35 points. Kawhi Leonard had 2 fouls, 38 points. Zubac had 5 fouls. James Harden wasn't on the team. Russell Westbrook had 24 points, 5 fouls. PJ Tucker had 4 fouls. And Norman Powell had 6 personal fouls. Now, the Lakers in that first meeting, AD had 3 fouls. Taurean Prince didn't play. LeBron James had 3 fouls. Cam Reddish had 5. Austin Reeves had 4. D'Angelo Russell had 2. So the question is, who on the Lakers was able to give Norman Powell 6 fouls, PJ Tucker 4 fouls, I guess you'll say AD, right? Russell Westbrook 5. So I guess D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves gave Russell Westbrook 5 fouls. He committed 5 fouls, right? I guess AD's getting Zubac to 5 fouls. And PJ Tucker, him and LeBron did work on them. But they also, I guess LeBron gave Paul George 6 fouls and gave Kawhi 2. Like, I'm sorry. Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Anthony Davis is not getting Paul George 6 fouls. Is not getting Kawhi Leonard 2 fouls. Zubac 5 fouls. Westbrook 5 fouls. PJ Tucker 4 fouls. And Norman Powell 6 fouls. And it definitely ain't coming off of shots. See, what the league try to do, and what I notice, when it's games that they want the Lakers to win, or what they'll do, they'll keep the Lakers in games. And they won't allow a team to go up on them. Now, the team might start off fast on the Lakers, and they might have a lead. You know, they might have double digits in the lead, but it's too much game left, people. But when it's late in the third and fourth quarter, they keep the Lakers in the game. So when a team is up by 5 and they hit a 3 and they go up by 8, when the ball goes back down on the other court, somebody's shooting free throws on the Lakers. When the team is up by 8 and they want to go up by 10, they'll drive to the basket. They'll get fouled. Won't be none called. Lakers go back down, hit a big 3. So that 8-point now is either a 6-point lead or a 5-point lead. They do not allow those other teams to stretch the lead out on the Lakers. And that's one of the strategies that they use. They did it in Minnesota. They did it tonight. And the only way you could beat the Lakers when it's like that, you literally have to make shots. And if you allow the Lakers to get in the bonus, oh yeah, they'll blow those whistles on dribble drives. See, there's nobody on the Lakers that could really, out of those 4 people, those are the only ones that can really score and create somewhat of a shot. Now, D'Angelo Russell ain't a great finisher at the rim. Austin Reeves does a whole lot of jerking and old Trae Young moves to get foul calls and flopping. You know, every time he shoots, it seems like he's off balance. You can't play. You ever played a damn game, a basketball game, pickup game, and every shot you shot was an off-balance shot? That's because Austin Reeves is trying to get to the free throw line. Ain't no way. You can't even go back and watch old games of people just shooting off-balance shots, falling to the side, falling backwards, like they ain't got no control. Like they got spaghetti noodle legs. See, the league's been doing this for the Lakers to keep the Lakers in games. On top of trying to get the other team in foul trouble or take them out of a rhythm. See, y'all looking at the free throws, but y'all ain't looking at the personal fouls. Y'all looking at the free throws, but y'all ain't looking at the personal fouls. See, the Lakers had 11 personal fouls last night's game. Clippers had 19. But who has the better talent? Clippers or the Lakers? So why don't the Lakers have 19 personal fouls and the Clippers have 11? Even though the free throws might look like they're pretty much even. Last night's game, Clippers went 11 for 19, took 19 free throws. Lakers took 16. So in casual fans' eyes, it looked like the game was called even. But when you really pull back the layers and you really think about basketball and you think about who the Lakers got coming off their bench and what they've been doing, struggling when they was calling these games even with the personal fouls and the free throws. See, to get an even game, those personal fouls and free throws got to be even. Now, it don't matter what both teams is shooting, field goal and three, even the turnovers. Most of the time, you if you're leading the team that has the most turnovers is the team that's pretty much going to lose. Lakers had 19 turnovers last night. Clippers had 16. But with those personal fouls, the Clippers couldn't pull away. They didn't allow the Clippers to pull away. On top of, Paul George played 38 minutes, had 4 personal fouls. Kawhi, 35 minutes, 4 personal fouls. Zubac, 37 minutes, 4 personal fouls. James Harden, 39 minutes, 3 personal fouls. Terrence Mann, 25 minutes, 2 personal fouls. Norman Powell, 25 minutes, had 14 points on 3 and 12 shooting. So why was Norman Powell, who's their sixth man coming off the bench, how did he have 3 for 12? Because, and if you know his game, he's not really a 3-point shooter. He's not really a catch and shoot. He's a slasher. He drives to the basket. So for him to get 3 for 12, I'm not saying that every shot he should have made, but I'm pretty sure out of those 12 shots, he was fouled on them. At least 4 of them he was fouled on. You see what I'm saying? Because let's look at the Lakers. AD, 1 personal foul, 39 minutes. Do you know how hard it is to be playing center, play 39 minutes, and you only drawn 1 personal foul? Taurean Prince, 30 minutes, 3 personal fouls. Who's he guarding? Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and they can only get 3 personal fouls from Taurean Prince, who's normally on any good team. He's the 8th man coming off the bench. Okay, LeBron James, 2 fouls. This boy, LeBron don't never have more than 3 or 4 fouls. He don't never have more than 2. Okay, who's he guarding? Terrence Mann? He guarded Terrence Mann. No, I seen him guarding Paul George. I seen him guarding Kawhi. I seen him guarding James Harden. But they couldn't pick up no fouls on LeBron. But LeBron is able to pick up fouls on them. And a lot of the fouls that I will see is a fadeaway shot. They drive. They blow the whistle. Austin Reeves, and now it's like on dribble drive fadeaways. Not dribble drive going to the basket and they just getting hit and they finishing. It's, oh, we ain't allowed to guard you, but if we touch you, they blow the whistle and now they fade away for the jumper. That's that BS. Quentin Woods had 1 foul. 20 minutes, 1 foul. Austin Reeves played 32 minutes, 0 fouls. Jared Vanderbilt played 21 minutes, 0 fouls. D'Angelo Russell played 31 minutes, 2 fouls. So you telling me Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, Taurean Prince combined for 3 personal fouls? And those is the starters, people. Those was their starters. Taurean Prince. Well, Vanderbilt came off the bench. Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt, TP, D'Angelo Russell combined it for 6 fouls. 6 fouls for the whole game. 6 fouls for the whole game versus former MVP candidate in Paul George. He's a top 100 player. He's a top 100 player. You got Kawhi Leonard, who's a top 75, James Harden, who's a top 75, Westbrook, who's a top 75, and they all still playing at a nice high level. Zubac was the leading scorer with 22 that night. But they couldn't get nobody else in foul trouble. See, this is what the league does. They'll do whatever it takes to keep the Lakers in games to have a chance to win at the end. The league does whatever it takes to keep the Lakers in game and keeps the Lakers with low personal fouls. When they was on this losing streak, those cats was getting in foul trouble. So the games was called evenly. And what ended up happening? They end up losing. But when they ain't calling personal fouls on the Lakers and now they're allowing the Lakers to play aggressive defense like it's the 1990s, but the other team, once the Lakers get to dribble driving and they touch them, they're blowing the whistle. Call it consistent, Adam Silver. See, it ain't the referees, people, it's Adam Silver. And this is what they do. And then if the Lakers go up by 6 or 8 points, you could call game, set, match. Because it takes the other team have to make buckets to get back in it. They can't drive the lane and shoot free throws like they do the Lakers to keep the Lakers in game. They got to actually make buckets to catch up. And that's what ended up happening. Lakers went up with about 6 minutes left. They went up by 6 minutes with 8 minutes. Yeah, the Clippers ended up catching up, but they had to make those baskets. They couldn't drive and get fouled and shoot a free throw and stop the time. Nah, time keeps running when you playing against the Lakers and they up. Especially when it's a game where they want the Lakers to win. See, y'all got to start paying attention. Casual fans, y'all got to start paying attention and waking up. Waking up. See, savants don't even listen to mainstream media. Us savants don't listen to mainstream media. We don't watch these shows. The only ones that watch these shows is casual fans or LeBron fans. Those are the only ones that watch these shows. We used to when they had integrity. We used to when they had real analysts, real journalists breaking stuff down, didn't care who they offended or not. See, but the thing is, Memphis is about to go on a winning streak. Memphis is about to go on a winning streak. And now you got to start watching Memphis and whoever. See, the Lakers is at that 10th. They don't want the Lakers to drop below that 10 line. They don't want the Lakers. So whoever's behind the Lakers on that 10 line and who's in front of them and sitting at number 9, they will keep those two teams around where the Lakers is. And they will affect those games. See, because they want to give the Lakers a chance to make the play-in. Even though I made a video saying they are who they've been showing you for the last 4-5 years. They're a 12th seed and worse in the Western Conference. They should be nowhere close to the 10th seed. And if they call these games even when the season started, before they start getting all that bad publicity with everybody on social media saying that the games is rigged, and they had to cool down for a minute and just let these games play out, and that's what we witnessed. But now, last night showed me, okay, the league may be on some funny stuff in the next couple games. And this is the reason why I had to make this video. Because I'm tired of the cheating for the Lakers. If they're not good, if that dude can't carry a team, then they just ain't good. He can't carry a team. He proved that he can't carry a team unless they're cheating for him. They did it in the bubble. If you go back and look at the games on NBA.com, if they did not take them off, it's the reason why they taking off all the games off of YouTube, all the games off of NBA TV, because they don't want people to go back and pull the receipts up. That first round against Portland, they shot 30 free throws before halftime in both games. Even though Portland was the 8th seed, they was just in the Western Conference Finals the year before. And now they finally got everybody back, and the league gave Portland the hardest schedule in that bubble tournament to make the dang playoffs. The Lakers went 3-5. With one of those games, Denver pretty much gave to them, and they played nothing but a big lineup that whole game, and it still took Kyle Kuzma to hit a game-winning shot for them to win the game. And a lot of people will say, well, the Lakers wasn't playing hard. Bull BS, because LeBron and AD was playing to the end of those games. If they didn't really care, then why were they playing? They was really trying to win those games, and they couldn't win. And the league seen that they could not win. So they did whatever it took to push the Lakers into the finals, because they wanted the Lakers to make back some of the money that they lost that season because of the pandemic. Same way they dropped some Kobe jerseys without letting Vanessa Bryant even know. And that's why they had Nike and Vanessa they had a strange relationship after that, because they was trying to make money off of Kobe's name. And one of their if you go back and listen to one of the game number 5 before the Lakers won the series, game number 4, one of the announcers slipped up and said the Lakers will be debuting the Mamba jerseys in the next round. I said, hold up, why would he say that? The series isn't even over. The series is not even over. How they gonna say that the Lakers is debuting the Mamba jerseys the next round? I said, okay, that's what led to the fix. That's what led to, and that's why LeBron, when they won that bubble title, what'd he say? He was out there talking about, I didn't cheat the game. I demand respect and all this other type of stuff. We ain't never seen no other champion do that. We ain't never seen Kobe, Mike, Bird, Magic say anything talking about, I demand respect, I didn't cheat the game, blah, blah, blah. He looking at the camera the whole time they won, sitting on the court. I swear this dude knows what's going on. But back to what I'm saying, man. The league does whatever it takes to keep the Lakers in games and keep teams from pulling away from the Lakers in these games. See, what you got to understand is the Clippers, yeah, they played a bad game. They didn't play an average game. They played below average. But the Lakers, for the Lakers to beat the Lakers, a Clippers below average and a Lakers average is more like a 50-50. It could go both ways, right? But since they did not allow the Clippers to build their lead, it made it easier for that Laker team that was playing below average themselves, because they didn't have great games. Everybody on their team didn't have a great game. So they was playing below average too. See, this is, okay, look, let me break this down real quick. Bad teams can't beat good teams. They can, but it takes for if a good team is playing at a high level, it takes for even if that bad team is playing at a high level, they still gonna get beat. Because the good team got better talent. And if they're clicking on all cylinders, not turning the ball over, and the same thing is going for the bad team, the good team is always going to win. The only way a bad team could beat a good team is if the bad team is playing at a high level and the good team is playing average. They're not playing above average, they're playing average. And that good team got to be playing at a high level. I mean, that bad team got to be playing at a high level. So if a bad team is playing below average and a good team, who's the Clippers, is also playing below average, the good team is still going to win. It may be by a little, but they should have won last night. Clippers should have won last night if the NBA didn't do that. Do they tricks that they've been doing? And I'm gonna I guess I'll make another video and really break it down and just make it real short for the casual fans to hear it, because the only ones that still listening is the savants. So if you're still listening to this, you know when I'm speaking is truth and you are a savant. The ones that ain't listening is the casual. Because they done had enough. They was like, oh, this is too much for them. But we like stuff like savants like to listen to other savants speak, especially when they know what they're talking about. But that's what pretty much took place. They pulled, we ain't gonna call no fouls on the Lakers. We're gonna let them play aggressive defense, and we're not gonna let the Clippers build this lead up past 10 points. And when it gets close and it look like they about to go on a run, send the Lakers to the free throw line. We just got to keep them close. And then every mistake that the Clippers do, we got to reward the Lakers and close that gap down. And that's all they do. If you're able to watch these games, then you peep and you see it for what it is. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. It's pretty long. Subscribe to the Behind the Bench Sports Network. Listen to our past videos. Listen to breakdowns from the bench crew. And until then, I'm out.